no crime against journalists is accepted by public opinion of any country. All such crimes are first and foremost condemned by the grassroots of every society. If you would allow me, I would like to repeat as an end, to quote the High Representative of the European Union, Mrs. Federica Mogherini, who made a statement today, a declaration today on the occasion of this International Day, and she said that media are the mirror of our societies. If they are free and critical, we are free and safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Madam Ambassador.
Thank you. I wouldn't like to take much time except for, numbers speak for themselves, and we see the numbers, we hear the numbers, and certainly that's, I think, a call for stronger action with regards to the protection of journalists, not only in conflict situations, because naturally from the Security Council point of view, our resolution was directed primarily to conflict situations, but in areas where conflict is not taking place. Unfortunately, we know journalists are being imprisoned, persecuted, harassed, tortured, and even killed. When we speak of the fundamental human rights, they are fundamental, literally, because without them, societies will not be free, societies will not prosper and develop. And therefore, protecting the fundamental rights, including the freedom of expression, freedom of information, are essential for protecting free societies. It's such a symbiotic relationship. We cannot survive without these rights, and journalists help us in so many ways as they bring to the attention the flaws and the corruption and the criminality and so many aspects which prevent us from living that life of freedom and democracy. And therefore, the least we can do is certainly make sure that they can report without fearing for their lives. And for that, I think I felt from the panel that we're completely in agreement that a lot more needs to be done in very practical ways. We've spoken about some regional experiences, and certainly if we could better use these regional experiences, share them better, engage in lessons learned and good practices, and use these good practices coming from the various parts of the world to make sure that journalists don't have to fear for their lives as they report on the crimes and abuse is essential. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Roos.
Thank you very much. All I can say is we can't have any more motivation for taking action than hearing stories as of Rafida Ahmed and her family. And I respect her strength for coming here to speak to you all today. I think we have all the tools. We have the GA resolutions, we have the Security Council resolutions, and the Human Rights Council resolutions. We have the background reports that give us best practices and actions that must be taken. So the question is political will, and we should marshal that amongst ourselves to ensure that there is implementation of the international framework to protect people like Rafida and her family. So I call upon action, and with that I'll pass the floor back. Thank you.
Ms. Rafida. You have to touch the mic.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. I guess I have a request for the international community at this point. We are watching deaths one after another. The people who are trying to raise their voice, exercise their freedom to express, are getting killed, are getting hunted down in the streets. These writers, bloggers, journalists, the publishers wanted to live in their countries, wanted to make a difference there. But what choice do they have right now? There is such a great deal of impunity for the crimes against these voices. I will ask the international community to create and revamp their effort to build safe houses so that our writers can get to safety till the situation get better. That situation gets better. It's not only in Bangladesh. I guess we have heard countries after countries today who are in the similar or even the worse situation. I had the luxury to leave Bangladesh after the attacks, and we donated my husband's dead body for medical research in Bangladesh. I left him there as well, but I was brought to the United States. I was given treatment and the assurance of safety, but these people in Bangladesh do not have that. My co-bloggers, co-writers do not have that luxury today. I have myself and many other bloggers who are residing outside of the country right now have gone from the embassies to the humanist organizations, begging to find a way to get these people out of the country. There's a list of 84 bloggers that was presented to the government by the Islamic terrorists, and they are actually killing people outside of this list as well right now. So what we are hearing from the embassies and from the consulates is that if the international organizations can give us an invite, kind of like for substantial period of time, maybe a year, then they will grant us the visa for these people to get out of the country, maybe temporarily. So I will request today that international community and also all of you here to find a way to save these people if you can. Thank you.
Thank you. This is a very concrete request that I think will be heard.
Jako je važna, kao što smo iz ovog primjera mogli da vidimo, konkretna i urgentna reakcija u vremenu kada se događaju ubistva novinara. Naša komisija je osnovana pre nego što su Ujedinjene nacije proglasile Međunarodni dan borbe protiv nekažnjivosti.